Hello there, Kathy Greven from Greven & Co, accountants and financial advisors, back with more important COVID-19 financial facts you should know. Hope you are coping in isolation. It's certainly a brand new world. With that, here are some updates to get you thinking and asking the right questions. So, landlords and tenants. The government has brought out a code of conduct, which the fact sheet is linked to this video for you to view. It is good to see that the state government has supported the code and added in additional measures like 6 months moratorium on evictions, ban on rent increases, use of technology for inspections, which would be cool, and a deferral of land tax for business and individuals. All great incentives, but one that may have escaped your notice was the SA government $10,000 emergency grant for business owners. There are some requirements, but I would recommend that you use the link in this video to register your interest now and keep up to date with the application process, if you fit the criteria. The due date is 1st of June, so I doubt if the application will be out before May 2020, but if you operate a business, have staff and can use $10,000 to stimulate your business operations, then this grant may well fit your needs. This week we saw the JobKeeper application available online through the ATO on Monday. I've gone through the process and contacted clients who I feel would be eligible and reviewed their process as it stands today. The big requirement I see is that all eligible employees nominated, and you have to nominate all eligible employees no matter their pay scale, must complete the notification. And I would strongly recommend that you get them to read, agree, sign and return to you before proceeding with the online application. Why? Because that employee has to state that they are not receiving the JobKeeper payment from any other employer, as there are strong penalties for getting it wrong or making a fraudulent claim. And the last thing you want is to be stung with a lack of paperwork. Again, I recommend you review your payroll systems to make sure you add in the recommended top-up pay scale to identify which employees are eligible and their entitlements. Once set up, you need to make sure all eligible employees receive the $1,500 gross per fortnight before tax payments on your payroll system, and you lodge this with the ATO through Single Touch Payroll. If you don't have Single Touch Payroll cloud accounting, you can process manually if you have less than 40 employees. One tip is that if you have already processed your pays since the 30th of March, the ATO will allow you to catch up for employees who earn less than $1,500 per fortnight with a lump sum payment of the difference, if it is paid to them before 30th of April 2020, but for April only. So one area that I'm getting phone calls and queries is around the turnover eligibility. This is far too complex to go into here, but I recommend you reach out for a chat so that we can determine your eligibility. But the ATO are bringing out more information on this point as time goes on, as everyone is very different. Like my clients who are farmers and their 2019 accounts were down because of the drought. So how can they now prove their turnover is down? Alternatively, if you have accelerated your business after March 2019, and the numbers don't reflect this. That's why we need a chat about your circumstances, because everyone is unique. There are also those that don't employ but are in business who can apply for the JobKeeper. So what are their options? Reach out to us and we can help you determine them. Finally, a reminder that Stimulus Package 1 is about to roll out. If you lodge your BAS monthly, then you will lodge on the 21st of April, but your tax credit will not be applied until the 28th of April. Same for quarterly BAS lodges. Those that have lodged early will not get their tax credits applied to their integrated client account with the ATO until the 28th of April. If you have a tax debt, this will not be applied against your debt, but paid to you directly after the 28th of April. So you need to make sure your bank account details under MyGov ID if you lodge yourself or through your BAS tax agent is up to date. So with that, thanks for watching and catch up next week for more updates. If you have any specific questions, you can send them to me to answer here next week at grevin@grevin-co.com.au.